It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Steelers and the Texans, and it's all up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you're starting to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Pickett sets up play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pickett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Pickett. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's Stroud. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. This return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's one deep for Pickens. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 22 carries, 74 yards. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That's a very nice winning streak of their line, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Powerful running. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now incomplete. It's tanked down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Stroud now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person...
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Off play action, Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it.
Robert Woods! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Stroud. Open man downfield is Woods.
Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods
first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going to let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start things out with an AFC North matchup. Baltimore heading over to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Deshaun Watson, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. But for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud sets up the play action. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Taimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. With his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner,
And this will be caught at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Allen Robinson, 79 yards.
And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5.
Texans 16. First
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far,
Not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Stroud on third down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Check. At the Steelers' 47-yard line. Roll.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Stroud looking to throw. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. And Stroud now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Pierce. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Pierce. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and goal. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 22-21. A minute 52 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pickett.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's first and goal. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by a touchdown. A little over a minute to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, and that's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up into it and repeat.